This is Boomer Life on CL650.
Don't you listen to what the man said. He said,
A little Paul McCartney and Wings, and listen to what the man said on this episode of Boomer Life on CL650, in which listening and hearing is the subject of the hour. Our guest, audiologist Dr. Ted Venema from Mainland Hearing and Next Gen Hearing Centers all over British Columbia. Dr. Ted, I had occasion over the Christmas holidays to have a conversation with a young mom with a new baby. Not brand new, but 6, 8 months old. Yeah. And we were talking about she's, just nervous, first child, and, they're all made of glass, the first one, right? Yeah. So she was just discussing the whole matter of the hearing. Yeah. And I have 3, and I'm supposed to know everything about child. And anyway, she says, what do you do? When should I start cleaning the baby's ears? And I said, I haven't a clue. But I know somebody who does. I have an audiologist friend that I will be happy to ask on your behalf. She has let's just say baby is 6 months old. And I'm sure the child hears fine. It certainly was responding well to me. But she's just trying to do the right thing. Just trying to be a good mom. Yeah. So at what age do we start cleaning our little children's ears?
Well, little children don't seem to have a big problem with earwax, especially babies. Okay. Now, the short answer is don't. Okay. Okay, never put anything smaller than your elbow in your ear, okay? And that includes Q-tips, because all they'd end up doing is pushing the wax further in. Q-tips don't take wax out. So the danger is, of course, damaging the eardrum. Sure. By putting something in there. If the mother is worried that the child or the baby isn't hearing properly,
well, that's a different ballgame, isn't it?
Then bring the child to an audiologist for a hearing test, not an HIP, right? Because audiologists are skilled at testing infants, right? Or to her doctor, either one. But if she's worried that the child isn't hearing properly, achieving the milestones of learning to talk, right. One word at age 1 and so on.
I don't think that was the concern. I think the baby's hearing okay, but she's just nervous, just trying to do the right thing.
Well, the easy answer is don't worry about it.
Okay, so what about for us boomer big kids? What about us? And you just said Q-tips and no, and I'm thinking of that commercial on TV where it's a device for cleaning the ear, and there's the guy who puts a toothpick, or not a toothpick, a Q-tip, sort of near his ear, and then he goes, "Oh!" Yeah. And I'm thinking, "Oh, come on, nobody's that incompetent."
Well, you'd be surprised. Ear canals are only 2.5 to 2.3 centimeters
It's a pretty
long.
Delicate area.
Some adults are waxers. They get earwax. Some adults aren't.
Right. True.
Okay, and if you're a real waxer, the answer is go to your drugstore, get an earwax softener off the shelf. They're for sale. Right. Put a couple of drops of that in your ear. Let it soften over a couple of days. Then get one of those little teardrop, what do you call it? Things that suck up water. Okay. A little. I don't know, you can buy them at the drugstore too, and squirt warm water into the ear. Put your ear over the sink, pull your ear up and back, put that thing in the ear a little ways, like maybe half an inch, and squirt, But other than that, go to the doctor. Okay. Just don't mess with it.
All right. Yeah, well, that eardrum, and all I just remember the one guy whom I know who had a ruptured eardrum.
That hurts.
Insane pain, just insane.
Yeah, it is.
Not a lot of time left in the program here, but I did want to revisit this whole concept. This is a new thing that Mark and the gang at Next Gen and Mainland Hearing Centers have put together. It's called Lease to Hear. Yep. And it's simply it's a rental type program. Yeah. It's like a car lease. Yeah.
It's like a bridge program.
Every 2 years you take it back and they give you a new one.
That's right.
And that's what this is all about. But the part that I like is $59 a month. Yeah. Now that's not scary numbers.
No.
I couldn't possibly afford
You're not
Come
partying
on,
with
$59 a month. Give me a break.
Yeah, it's what people spend a lot more of that on cigarettes or booze.
Sure.
So I mean, that's true. It's a thing that Mainland and Next Gen have recently begun doing. Lease to hear, not lease to own. Right. It's lease to hear. Because as you say, as hearing aids get upgraded, the nice thing is you get upgraded as well with a new set of hearing aids.
Yeah, you don't have to go out and buy a new one.
Yeah.
You just keep the lease active, and
that's
they'll
one way to
replace
go.
it.
It's one way to go. I mean, if you work it out, actually, over the months, it's cheaper to buy hearing aids.
Right.
But if you're the kind that says, look, I don't feel like parting with the sum total, I want to just kind of step into this, I want to wade into this,
right,
check it out.
Right.
It's an option.
Is this is coverage of hearing is it part of the provincial thing?
No,
or
no. In BC,
I know some corporate medical or some benefit packages.
Private insurance is it, but BC does not have a provincially funded hearing aid program.
Okay,
no.
All right.
Neither does various other provinces. Ontario does to a small degree.
Right.
So does Alberta. And they give you a smidgen off the cost of hearing aids. They don't cover the whole thing either, by no means.
And I think the most important number to remember, Dr. Ted, out of this whole conversation, and I do thank you for another really
it's always fun,
sparkling conversation. I learned a lot.
Good.
I like sitting down with Dr. Ted, friends, because I am guaranteed every time we have a conversation, I'm going to learn something. And I got a few things that I've learned. But I just wanted to thank you for just being so it's just plain spoken.
I like
being
here. It's fun.
It's and the number that's most attractive to me is 0. The number 0, as in the cost of a hearing test. If BoomerLife, folks, if it's a normal human circumstance as a boomer, then to lose your hearing, to feel some diminishment of your hearing capacity, and you're curious as to, well, exactly how much is going on, get a hearing test.
Yeah.
Guess how much it's going to cost you? Nothing.
It's information is worth its weight in gold. So get some information that way.
That's right.
And that's why I like explaining things like, my hero is that Bob McDonald guy on CBC, he's always talking astronomy.
Quirks and Quarks?
Yeah, I
He's
love
great.
it.
Yeah,
he just talks in English,
That's right.
But that's what, get your hearing checked. It's free. As Sterling says, go for it.
All right. Next Gen Hearing is NEXGEN Hearing.com. And the other half of the company, Mainland Hearing, well, that's pretty upfront, too, with MainlandHearing.com. Check them out online. And remember, a hearing test is free.
Hey.
Dr. Ted, good to see you again.
Yeah, likewise.
Catch up to you next time right here on Boomer Life.